come on. Oh, whatever. Now, why tell me I can land on slanted platforms moving a little faster if, like, that never works, ever? At least not when it would be practical. And these moving backgrounds really are starting to wear thin on me. What's worse is I can't tell what's the sky and what's the ground when that stupid crap is moving in the background. I'm really starting just to hate this. I mean, I don't hate a lot of games, but jeez, I mean, I really give games the benefit of the doubt, but this really is. I mean, just... I mean, it has relatively obnoxious graphics. Everything looks like a scrapbook, which I can only dismiss as stylistic as so long as it doesn't really interfere with the gameplay. But the truth is, it's like... you know, this constant moving and bending around of all the scenery, it's just nauseating. Not to mention that, you know, he seems to be combining several different kinds of, you know, pictures. My character looks like a stencil, like a pencil drawing. The bats look like photographs. Some of the stuff looks like illustrations, paintings. I mean, I was hoping once the whole poison thing ran out. I mean, if this thing didn't rotate, oh, I'm dead. And I'm dead again. See, it's not even so much the controls that are bad, it's just they feel insufficient. It just feels more that, like, if I make a wrong move, then I can't fix it. Simply because whatever chance I had to take care of my, my character here has been lost with, you know, lost entirely with whatever mistake I made. Not to mention that I'm not particularly enjoying this physics engine at all. Seems a wild guess how fast I'm going to be moving, whether or not I'm actually going to be able to make it through a platform whether or not I can actually jump off a ledge without immediately dying from a, 3-foot fall. It's just... And what's worse is it's like, if you make just that one wrong move, I mean, I'm gonna play this game through to its completion, but this is gonna be the first game in a while that I can actually say is downright bad. At this point, I'm not, like, screwing up. I'm doing this kind of on purpose just to blow off a little steam. Because... this stupid obstacle wouldn't be half as bad if everything didn't move while you were incapable of moving. And, I mean, it would be okay if you were able to plan ahead, but, like I said, it's difficult, if not impossible, to judge how you're going to be moving, what you're going to land on, how you're going to land on it, if you're going to land on it at all, and not just slide off of it. I mean... And what's worse is you seem to gain momentum exponentially as you actually turn. I mean, besides that, you just have to, question his aesthetical, the aesthetics of something like this. I mean, at what part did he think that it was, going to add anything to have a bunch of bats in the background, making a stupid sound that, he made into his microphone? At what point is that supposed to add to anything to the experience whatsoever? Besides being obnoxious. I mean, did he honestly think that the bat noises were that good that he had to put them in there at that specific part? Because, I mean, I like to think that I'm not being terrible at this game, but, the average person would probably get stuck for about as long as I did. I mean... Okay, so now I've got tree demons flailing their arms about at me. Not sure what all this is about. Well then. Alright, so I've gone into some sort of confetti world. Because nothing says world breaking down like overly obnoxious colors. Some would think that there's such a thing as subtlety. I mean, honestly, how often is the same concept for an indie game, been used? You're going through the world as it starts to break down on you. Things start to make less and less sense. You know, I can think of eversion, braid. Right, okay. Okay, so that's my new footstep sound. I was curious why it was so intermittent and kind of obnoxious. At least I get to start from here this time. Oh, okay, that's... I get what it's wanting me to do. And that's an okay level of cleverness involved.